Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hi. Hi, Chris. Hi, Kiana.
Hello,
Welcome,
hello.
welcome, welcome, welcome. And Chris, you probably heard me say a bunch of this 100 times, but yay. So welcome, ladies, to Monetize Your Expertise with an Online Business webinar. So in today's presentation, I'm really going to show you how to create the wealth and legacy you want and how to create revenue, replace your income so you can quit your job early or speed up your retirement. So if you're struggling with your side hustle or you can't figure out the right systems to make more money online, then you're in the right place. My name is Daisy. I am a Hello 7 certified coach and a licensed professional counselor too. So I've been in business since 2014, where I've been creating and selling my own wellness and hair and body products. But I made minimum money doing that. Why? Because I really didn't figure out the secret sauce until I started investing in myself in coaching programs and masterminds. But the icing on the cake was really when I joined Rachel Rogers' Hello 7 certified coaching program. So now I get it. And I can get you results as well with my proven method with the Hello 7 growth scale. And I can add extra value using my expertise as a resiliency and peak performance coach. I have over 20 years working with the Air Force doing this. So today I'm going to share with you why you don't need to create elaborate business plans and get business credit to start your business and make money. But that's but I've been there and it doesn't really work as a foundation. It's things you can add later, but it doesn't really work as a foundation. You also don't need to build a big audience to get clients, nor do you need fancy websites and branding and look polished to make money. You don't need to be an expert in marketing. A lot of people think they need to be an expert in marketing to make money. Nor do you need to be in hustle mode and work like 16, 24 hours a day and do a lot of busy work and over researching. And lastly, you do not need to pay for paid ads to get revenue to initially grow your business. I made my first 10K, my first $10,000 in the last 6 months online using this very system that I'm going to talk to you about that worked for me. How I get results with the growth scale, simple business tactics where you can scale in increments versus trying to do it all alone. I learned this foundational client attraction system, which is the foundation of all online businesses. All online businesses do this. I walked away from paying from all of these expensive tactics that only work if you have mastered the foundations already. And guess what? I can teach the same system to you so you can get results and then you just hit repeat. As Myron Golden, which is one of my favorites, says, you have to master something before you move on to the next thing. So first I'm going to share how I discovered the business was not as complicated, but was based on a proven system with 3 keys really to the secret of achieving this for yourself. Y'all want to hear these 3? You might want to hear them.
Yes, please.
Yes. So these 3 secrets are number 1, secret number 1. Use your corporate skills to build a 6-figure business. You just need to start and grow your business based on what you already have mastered by solving someone else's problem. You don't really need to go get all these fancy things. You need to do it by what you already know. The second secret is you don't need a big audience to online to get clients. You sell to who you already know, your network. Secret number 3 is you use your 9 to 5 job as a springboard. Your 9 to 5 job isn't a setback, it's an asset. Look at it as an asset. Let it be like the safety net for that finance the early stages of your business. So once your side hustle start bringing in money, revenue, you can think about making the big leap or reinvesting the money to build even more in your side hustle. So let me share with you how I discovered this. how I discovered these 3 strategies that I just said to you. So my journey in entrepreneurship started with my wellness and product business, which I told you where I initially believed I had to invent something novel and abandon everything that I was familiar with. That was a mistake. I dove headfirst into this venture. I poured a lot of money into it, but it was far from my expertise. It was just driven by passion. And soon I realized that passion alone don't generate income. It needs to address a real demand out in the marketplace, a real demand that I had passion for, expertise, and the market was acting for it. So I had to learn that. That is my feedback of saying, don't do that. Don't look for this new thing. Sell something that people are already buying. So this learning curve, which was very steep for me and caused me a significant financial investment, and it taught me that invaluable lesson. Successful online businesses operate on a systematic foundation. It's not that big secret, which many online gurus fail to teach you, right? They want to sell you, they prefer to sell you these like fragmented parts of the business puzzle, like marketing strategies or ad techniques over here. And it kind of keeps you dependent or in the dark about the full picture of what you really need. And it became really clear to me, knowing precisely what problem you're solving and how to craft these compelling offer are the crucial steps often glossed over. I'm going to say that again. How to precisely solve a problem and how to craft compelling offers are the crucial steps that are often glossed over when people are trying to sell you something. I would write that down. So I struggled with all these different pieces until I discovered this key concept with the Hello 7 growth scale and my own client attraction system, what I call a boss system, which finally allowed me to like integrate these things, all these pieces effectively. So despite, all the letters behind my name, holding a master's degree, it was only then that I realized that it wasn't more academic programs that I needed to prepare me to manage a business or anything. It was rather that starting my own. So they normally have you focus on these complex business plans in business school and stuff like that and theoretical knowledge, but it's not really practical, actionable steps. And that's why a lot of people, they can graduate from business school, they can do all these things, and they're still not able to run a successful business. Because really what business school teaches you to do is how to manage someone else's business. It doesn't really teach you how to grow and start your own. So this realization is what sparked these pivotal success and turned my business around. Again, leverage your corporate skills. Use the skills you mastered already in your career to solve problems for others, right? Leverage your existing strengths into a potential profit-making venture. All of us have something that we're just naturally good at, or we got naturally good at, or we learn these skills and expertise in a job. That is the first step. That is where you want to start when you talk about monetizing your expertise. And then utilizing your existing network. You don't need a big audience. You utilize them. You don't need a massive online following to start. Matter of fact, people have millions of followers sometimes and don't have a successful business because they just do that. So your existing relationships are the people that you want to assess first for your market. These are the people you already know, that already know, like, and trust you, and they're likely to be your first clients. So most of us have in our network 1,000, 2,000 people between emails and text in our phones and contacts in our phones and text and social media and etc. So just think about it. Statistics says at least 1 to 2% of your market will convert. If you got 2,000 people in there and you're able to get 20 clients from them, and they're paying a certain amount, you're likely to replace your salary by 20 people. So you don't need to spend all your time like going after this massive audience. You just need to go with start with who you know. And then build your business while you work. So you can maintain your day job while you're growing your business because it provides that financial security for you and allows you to invest in your business without the pressure of immediately full-time earning. When you feel like you have to go in and make the money, you don't take the time to think and you start to look at shiny objects and then you start to just move around and start doing everything. And you need to focus and do the same thing over and over. So what's my key takeaway really with this? From my experience is straightforward. You really have to just bet on yourself. You've already proven your ability to generate significant income for others. So why do I say that? But not for yourself. You generate income for other businesses by your skills. So you're already proven you can do it. So when you focus on the foundational business strategies first, you avoid the costly mistakes and setbacks to have to continuously go back and learn and do those things over and over again. That's why you want to master them. And remember, you can achieve more. This is a write down. You can achieve more by teaching and leveraging what you know than by continuously doing the work yourself. That was huge. So with these secrets, I learned to package my expertise into a marketable format that fits into a side hustle and enabled me to grow my business without abandoning my professional life and without investing costly setups. It doesn't get any simpler than that. It's mastering this foundation system. So with that being said, let's get into details of how you can make this happen for yourself. Everybody want to know how you can make it happen for yourself?
Yes.
All right. So when I talk about the first secret of using your corporate skills to six-figure business, the point here is simplicity. You don't need to get bogged down with a complex like business plan or potentially written by someone else who really don't know what you did, don't grasp what you really did in your life, or exhaust yourself with like extensive, expensive research, over researching. So what's essential? This is the first thing that's essential. You want to identify a real problem you can solve. A real problem you can solve. That's one thing. You want to write that down. You need to understand the needs of that those people are facing, their problem, and recognize what hasn't worked for them already. Right? And then you want to craft your solution to solve that problem. And that's what really genuinely addresses their needs and begin generating revenue for you. I'm going to say that really short again. You want to identify a real problem you can solve. You want to understand what those persons have tried before that didn't work. And then you want to craft your solution to solve the problem differently than what didn't work for them before. That's how you start generating income. So you already know like solving problem and delivering solution in your day job. Now it's time to turn those skills into a profit for yourself. So we guide you, or I guide you in helping you identify your like transferable skills and teach you how to position yourself so you can solve those problems for someone else that they may have tried somewhere else. And when you do that, that eliminates that need for that complicated business plan or trying to become an expert in something overnight or building that massive online audience that you thought you need to get results. So with the old model, this is what they used to teach you. You had to do all the things you didn't want to do, right? You had to do all the things you want to do. I'm 55. I'm not dancing on no TikTok. I'm not doing all of that or whatever. I'm using my expertise and I'm monetizing it by solving problems for others. Now, if you're young, I know you, Kiki, you're young, you may want to dance on TikTok and all of that, but that's not what's going to actually bring in the sale. It's going to be key focus on what problem am I really solving for someone. So with our model, like the pre-sale model that I have, that's not a problem, you know, that's not your problem. So here's I'm gonna give you guys a bird's eye view of the model. We teach you how to pre-sale and not use that old stuffy business plan to build or accelerate your growth. Basically, you use your online, you use your expertise to build an online business selling your skills. And guess what? You can pre-sell your skills. So what do I mean by pre-selling your skill? You can decide to say, hey, I'm here, I'm selling this. Are you interested in this? And then when people say, I'm interested in this and I want to buy this, then you allow them to buy that and then you deliver the service. So you don't have to create all of it before you actually sell it. You actually sell it, then you create it to solve their problem. Okay. So this, and then when you do this enough, you earn enough revenue to replace your current income, and then you're able to sort of quit your job if that's what you desire, or you can just keep packing away your nest egg so you can retire early and build some of that wealth that you've been thinking about. You don't have to copy anyone else and what they're doing online and hope that it works for your business because you don't know where they are in their business. So you really have to create it for yourself, put your special sauce in there, and solve that problem for someone according to what you already know. We all have gifts and talent. We all have skills we've learned along the way. We all have natural gifts and talents that God have given us, and we have to learn how to maximize that. And as Black women, we really don't charge enough, and we have to learn how to charge for our services versus thinking we need to give it away, versus thinking we need to give it away for $15. We need to charge by value, right? So I know what you're thinking. You think you have to do all this to make money and be successful, but I'm saying to you, if you follow like this proven system, it'll bring it in for you. It'll bring in the money for you, which kind of brings me to my next point where we kind of talked about you don't need that big audience to get clients. So the idea here is even if you don't have this new innovative idea that people have never seen and tried, you can still make money and replace your income by just using the network you already have. For example, I'm going to go a little bit further into that, right? Okay, so if you were trying to replace $100,000, right, from your job, and you sell your service for $10,000, right? How many clients would you need to replace your income? 10.
Yeah.
It's 1 billion people in the world. And guess what? The gatekeepers are gone. Everybody on this globe can know who you are through this computer screen. So you mean to tell me out of all the people in your network and all the people that can see what you're offering, you can't get 10 clients? You can. So if your product was $5,000, you need 20. And you can do the math on and on that way. If your product is $2,500, you feel what I'm saying? So you see how over time you can at least get that amount of clients, and you just have to start with one. Right? So with this same model for me, because I did a beta program and I had mine out there for $1,000, along with some other things that are offering like one-on-one counseling or one-on-one coaching, I easily within the last 6 months went to $10,000 by implementing this model. So you can make money. You don't have to reinvent yourself. You don't have to do all this fancy stuff. You just gotta, a lot of us walk away from our jobs because it's trauma. And so you can divorce the trauma from that job, but you can bring those skills over here and you can make money on your own. You made money, that company paid you for making money for them. So you're able to take that, use your imagination. Guess what God gave us? God is a creator. He created us. The first thing we do is create. When we use our creativity and our imagination, that is how we make money. When we say that. So you think you need to be so polished because people are putting what they want you to see here out on Facebook and these other places, but people really don't care about that. They don't care about if you got all the things in place and the best logo and this and that. They just want to know that you can solve their problem. So with Secret 2, you need to just utilize your network, chart your value, and solve real problems. Which kind of brings me into my last strategy that I was telling you about, the third one, using your 9 to 5 as a springboard. So the idea here is that even if you're still working a job and you don't want to work forever, what is the fastest way for you to increase your income? Sell what you already know. You can still begin your side hustle while you're still working full time and quickly make enough money to replace it. So how do you find time when you work in a full-time job? There are 24 hours in a day. So I have my clients sometimes carve out an hour in the morning before they go to their job to work on their business. Carve out an hour in the afternoon, right when they get off their job to work on their business. Some people get up really early. Carve out an hour then to work on your business. Carve out an hour before you go to sleep. You might say, hey, I'm gonna do an hour a day for 5 days, and then I'm gonna do five hours on Sunday. That's 10 hours a week. You can work on your business. You can do it. You can do it and still be a mom. You can still do it and still have your life and everything else that you need to still survive. You can still do it. So when you do that and you keep your side hustle as like your sidekick, you can create a strategy of how you want to leave your job because you know how much money you want to make before you leave, and you can leave on your own terms, and you can fund your side hustle instead of having credit to fund it. Lot of good stuff in how you can do that. So let me recap what we learned, right? So I showed you like secret number 1, how you can use your corporate skills to build your 6-figure business. So you can identify a problem you can solve. You can understand the results that someone needs by what they've tried and didn't work. And you can craft a solution using your secret sauce. So the second one, you don't need a big audience to get clients. You can use the network that you already have to get clients, and you can charge your value of what you bring into them to solve their problem, right? And then 3, you can use your 9 to 5 as a springboard, your partners, your sidekick to create, and then start your side hustle and then create a strategy of when you're going to leave. For instance, what I mean, say you want to leave in 12 months and you can say, okay, I want to make $10,000 a month. So in 12 months, I can leave my 6-figure job. So when I get to $10,000 a month, now I can leave my 6-figure job and I'm making my same salary. So let me kind of ask you guys a question, right? So if you had the choice between trying to do all this yourself without any guidance and having someone to help you get it done or work, which one would you choose? You want to go alone, take the scenic route, it might take you 10 years, or you'd rather have someone to help like guide you there?
I'd rather have a leader, a guide.
Yes, yes. So if you're interested in guidance, then I'll tell you all about my course that's coming up where I'll teach you all of this. And I know, Chris, you're already in my course, and hopefully I'm adding some things that you haven't heard me say yet, but maybe you have. And Kiana, this might be something that will work for you. So here it is. I'll tell you a little bit about what I offer. So I have a 12-week course called Well and Wealthy. It's a 90-day group coaching program. You get to do it with other wonderful Black women. I love that. I love working with Black women. And so the first thing we kind of do in there is we help you create your legacy vision and help you assess where you are in your business. Because if you don't know where you are, you don't know where you're going. And if you don't have a vision, you will quit. And what I mean by that, if you don't really understand your why you're doing something, and have a really good reason why. And when I say your why could be, I want time freedom. Your why could be, I want financial freedom. Your why could be, I want legacy to leave for my kid. Your why can be any of those things. If you don't have a good why, you're going to quit because it can get difficult and we like to squirrel. So you have to have a vision and you have to assess where you are. So that's the first thing that we do so you can get insight into what you're struggling with and where you need to go. Then the next thing we do is we help you craft your what I call boss offer. And offer is really just whatever you're offering someone. So you create this offer and then address the needs of the person that you're trying to solve the problem for. And then you maximize your expertise to do that. So we help you pull all of that out of you, what you got in you, so we can help you create an offer that you can offer someone. You can say, I went through this. I don't care what it is. And I can help you get through this. These are my results, and this is how I did it. Right? Then we help you create your framework. So that's your special sauce. That's your intellectual property. That's the way you do it. And the way you do it will attract others who need the way that you do it. And I call that like, you don't have to like run out the clients. They'll see what you're offering and they'll be attracted to it. They'll be like, oh, I like how she does that because that speaks to me. And then we look at, now that you understand what your vision is, where you are in your business, your offer, your special sauce, then we look at, then your content makes sense. Then you create content and you market it to the person who has that problem. So sometimes you see people out here with a whole lot of content and marketing that doesn't make sense. It's because they're not actually marketing to the person who problem they're trying to solve. So we help you do that. And then we help you learn a sales system. How can I continuously get clients in here? How can I set up a system that'll continue to cultivate those leads so I can continue to build on the system that I already have? So we take you through that and how to set that up where you constantly offering somebody something and then they say yes to it, you get their information, you have a conversation with them, you sell them what you offer. And you just repeat it. You repeat it. You offer them something, you get their information, you have a conversation with them, you offer, you sell them something. Remember, you have 10 calls a week, 1 or 2 are going to convert, right? And then we help you automate that system, that whole process on the computer. We help you automate that system so it's sort of working for you by itself and you don't have to be there. And then we go into helping you create a business and life plan that you could follow for the next 3 months. And the last thing I do is I offer a bonus in my course because I invest in real estate and I believe in wealth beyond just your business. So I have experts come in and they talk about how real estate investing is and what you can do with real estate investing, how you can take the money you're making in your business and invest it in real estate. So that's something I offer. And then I offer as another bonus is a one-on-one 90-minute strategy call where we take your business and we like pull it apart and look at everything that you have, your biggest challenges, and we solve that, which will also, clear you up to so you can start making more money. We have a weekly live question and answer session call where we also study. And then you will have access to a private community where you'll continuously get more and more content. You could continuously build more and more relationships. Collaboration is the thing to be, and you continuously just grow your business within there. It's worth probably $20,000, but really what I'm charging is my beta program started and I was charging a lot less for it. This will be my second go around. So actually it's only $2,500 I'll be charging for it. You can get it financed, and if you need to get it financed to and pay it over time, that's no problem. You can do that too. And I'm going to be teaching everything live every week. And my guarantee is if I don't get you the results in the 90 days, guess what? I'm going to keep working with you until you get the results. I don't think you can get a better guarantee than that. I'll just keep going with you and working with you until you actually get the result. Because I know life is lifing sometimes, and that's just the way that goes. So the reason I'm doing this is I plan to really grow my coaching program, and I really want to help amazing women get the results that they want. So I work really hard to help people get the results they want because I want the testimonials and I want the results. And so I want everybody to have profitable business. So those are my key 3 strategies and how you really can create the business that you want organically without using all the stuff, without getting lost in all the noise, without trying to follow everybody doing everything. It's just a basic foundational system. So now that I'm done, I'm going to shut up talking, and I really want to grab any questions that you guys might have.
Well, Daisy, I would like to tell the ladies that, well, first of all, my name is Chris. I am in Daisy's coaching program for my business. I'm a writer, and I am very excited with the pace and the growth that I am having with her coaching program. So I would encourage you to try it. Thanks.
Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that.
So I do have a question.
Okay.
Do you have to have somewhat of a business idea or vision?
I would say you at least some sort of idea of what you want to do, and then we will help you flush out your idea. Does that make sense?
So basically, you guys would help an individual flush out their weaknesses and their strengths when it comes to their skills and their skill sets.
Absolutely.
Sorry.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So what we help you do is we help you find that sweet spot in between what am I passionate about? What do I have skills in already? And sometimes you do have to get more skills in something, and what the market is asking for. And then what you sell is normally in that sweet spot. Does that make sense?
It is. It makes perfect sense. It's the process of it. I think I'm leaning towards trying to figure out how to get finance now because I'm like, that's probably exactly what I need, honestly.
Oh, amazing. So happy to hear that. Amazing. So yeah, so just put drop your information in the chat or stay on a little bit longer, and I could definitely help you work through some of that. But I would love to have you. I would love to help, you know, bring you through the process, and I think you'll get amazing results. I do not just leave my clients. I will continue to work with my clients until they get what they need. And I know sometimes life, like I said, life be life, and just like it does for me at times. But my goal is to work on integrity. I work through integrity. And if I say I'm going to stay with you until we get it done, that's what I'm going to do. You have other questions, Kiana?
Not at the moment. I'm over here meditating. I'm trying to meditate and kind of calculate and everything, and but I'm really leaning towards trying to get finance and figure out exactly. I, I have watched you personally. That's why I'm like, this is probably exactly what I need. I need to stop playing with myself and playing myself and just jump in.
Amazing. 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 That's really good. Okay, well, we will talk then, if that's okay, Kiana. If you I see your I see your information here in the chat, and so I will we can end this, and I'll go ahead and I'll give you a quick call, and we can chat about how we can get going. And I really thank you all for attending tonight. I really appreciate that. And I'm just going to keep going with this because I'm really excited about where it's going to go.
Thank you.
Thank you, Daisy. Have a good evening.
You too. Thank you.